Oh wow. Okay. So I saw like Sonia's audio video meme like on my dash, and I've been waiting so long for like one of those to show up because I want to do one for so long. Because I think I talk really strangely. But so I'm gonna do the self-indulgent video one as well because I'm that self-indulgent, and I'm like, you know, why be like skimpy on this when I can show you my face and let you guys like judge me and make fun of me and stuff because I'm just that nice. So I'm gonna do the Tumblr accent meme, just like she did, and not nearly as coolly as she did. Anyway, the Tumblr accent meme starts with your name and username. Well, my name is Jamie. Maybe some of you guys don't know that. Jayme. Because I go by Jay, and that's what I tell you guys to call me. But, just so you guys actually know it now, it's Jamie. And my URL name is Rebellatrix. And guys, it's not from Harry Potter. Like, I probably have shattered lots of dreams and lost like 20 followers over this. But like, I like Harry Potter. Oh gosh, like I don't hate Harry Potter, but it's not from like Bellatrix Lestrange. It's from Latin, which I'm a much bigger dork about than Harry Potter. It's an adjective. It means rebellious in Latin, and it's a feminine noun and everything special like that. So it's not from Bellatrix. Sorry, again, to everyone who thought it was. Um, and I'll stop being a dork and move on to the next question. Um, where you're from? Guys, I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. Did I say Tennessee? I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. Which I know all of you guys could tell from my accent that I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. But I am, Knoxville's not close to Memphis or Nashville, which are, when people think of Tennessee, they think of Nashville or Memphis. And no, it's on the east side, close to North Carolina. Uh, it's it's a nice place to live, I guess. There's lots of mountains and it's nice and green, and but I guess all of you probably like supposed I was from Knoxville, Tennessee, just by my speaking to you like this. But maybe that's what this meme is for. You guys can test out my East Tennessee accent on this thing. Because I'm supposed to pronounce the following words. Forgive me not looking at you because I'm reading them off of this cool document I have opened. Start with, okay, this is a problem. Aunt. I say aunt when I'm talking to my aunts, like Aunt Anne or Aunt Nancy. But actually, when I read the word, I read it as aunt. And I say aunt until I'm actually speaking to my aunts because they all call themselves aunts. So there you have it. Both. But when I address my aunts, it's aunt. But when I read it, it's aunt. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Okay, the rest of them will not be this weird. Roof, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, New Orleans. Southern girl say New Orleans. Some people say New Orleans. I say New Orleans. Pecan, both, again, probably, avenue, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminum, Jif, doorknob, envelope, drawing, tomato, often, dog, February, syrup, leisure, about, process, status, organization, orange, talk, mobile, idea, dynasty, renaissance, patronize, breakfast, drawer, horror, and herbs. Yeah. If you got anything from that, you'll get the fact that I say my R strangely, I guess, maybe. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? It's called a shitty fucking thing to do to somebody. No, I can say I've never done it, but apparently some people call it papering around here. You paper someone's house, I think, on a drunken Halloween or something. Never done it, but maybe it's called papering. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? I call it soda. A lot of people around here just call it Coke, which is kind of funny. Like, every brown soda is a Coke. No, it's not. But we never say pop. Like, I never hear pop around here. And I don't ever say pop. It's always just soda. Go figure. What do I call gym shoes? I call them tennis shoes. I actually play tennis with them, so I can get away with it. I guess maybe I make a distinction between gym shoes as tennis shoes and like the other shoes as sneakers, because I wear lots of sneakers, but I never play like sport stuff with them, so I don't call them sneakers unless I'm just walking around casually. Otherwise, I just call shoes kicks. That's more than you wanted to know, and more than the question asked me. What do I call my grandparents? Well, both of my grandmothers are mamas and grannies. Mama and granny. And then my grandfathers are papa. They're both dead. That was morbid. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Buggies. We call them buggies around here. Buggies, if you're like from the area, which I am, but I don't say it with a twang, which is unfortunate. Choose a book and read a passage from it. Oh, okay. So I decided to pick this book because I think I need to like emphasize how big of a Latin nerd I am. I feel like I've like put it on my about page and not really followed up with it. So it's from Extreme Latin, which just has like hilarious things you can say in Latin. So this is relevant to me because I like to say hilarious things, and I like to speak in Latin, or at least read it. So I like to say things that are hilarious and absurd in Latin. It's like the best thing I can do. So here's one. I will speak it in Latin to be an utter dork about it. And then I'll tell you what I said. Te apportet futuere te. Which means it behooves you to go fuck yourself. Both things that I like. Crudeness and classical Latin. Alright. Do I think I have an accent? Well, I think the question is, do I think I have a southern accent? Because I'm from Tennessee. And when I met people on Tumblr and they're like, you're from Tennessee, do you have an accent? I have to say no. Because I don't have that accent. I don't have, like, a Tennessee twang. Which is actually kind of sad, because it's disappointing. I know it's disappointing to you. It's disappointing to me when I speak to you and you're like, oh, gosh, you're from Tennessee. I thought you would say things a little more hilariously or, like, with a twang or something. And I'm like, no. I say them pretty, like, boringly. But, I mean, everyone has an accent, right? Like, everybody does. And mine is just, I don't know. I say my R's very strangely with the, like, rolling R. When you guys heard me say iron, I'm sure you guys were like, what is wrong with her? She says R strangely, and then I followed up with caramel, fire, and water. And you guys were like, oh gosh, she's special. I guess that's my accent. I have a strange rolling R when I say words, even when in the middle of words, like words. So there you have it. That was a tangent that you guys didn't want to hear, and now you heard it. Be a wizard or a vampire? I mean, seriously, this is a question. Because a vampire is like, who would want to be a vampire? Like, think about it. Like, being a vampire would totally suck. Pun intended. And being a vampire, I mean, you're like, literally, like this living, not living, you're like an undead parasite. Like, that blows. Like, who would want to be that? I would definitely want to be a wizard. Like, you're alive, and you're, like, a person, and you can, like, cast spells. Like, that's a whole lot better than being a vampire. Like, fuck that, being a vampire. Oh, God. What is the bug that when you touch it, curls into a ball? I actually skipped a question, but I'm answering this one right now. It's a roly-poly. That's what we call it around here. We used to find them on my back deck when I was a kid. Roly polies. And the question I skipped was, do I know anyone on Tumblr in real life? And the answer is, why, of course I do. I started Tumblr with my sister, so of course I know her in real life. If I didn't, then I would be worthy of being in a comic book or something silly like that. So yes, I do know someone in real life. I also know somebody else who's my sister's friend, who's also on Tumblr that friended me a few weeks ago. So now I know 2 people in real life on Tumblr. What do you say to address a group of people? I say, hey, people. Okay, no, hey, everyone? Everyone, hello? I think maybe this is prompting me to say, like, y'all or yins. You know, if I were a good Southern girl, I would probably say something like that, but I don't. I say, hey, everybody, what's up? So there you have it. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Let's be real, it's not a circular body, it's an oval-shaped body with extremely long legs, and I call it a daddy long leg. Sometimes you hear people say granddaddy long leg. I don't know why it becomes a granddaddy long leg to some people, but it's a daddy long leg to me. What do you call it when rain falls when the sun is shining? Confusing and a bummer, I guess, because I like it when it's just shining, like the sun is shining and there's no rain. I don't like getting rained on. So that's what I call it. Maybe there's a term for it somewhere else. But we don't have one, or I don't have one. And I've never heard anybody around here say anything too special. Oh, my cousin, who's in the country, does say that when the sun is shining and it starts raining, that the devil is beating his wife, which I've never really bought into for lots of reasons. But I have heard that, but I don't say that. That's just a story from me, from the country where my cousin lives. Moving on. Use the end audio post by saying any 3 words you want. Gosh, that is like endless possibilities. Not endless, but like a whole fucking bunch. I will maybe just end by saying some curse words, because when I don't know what to say, I usually just curse. Fuck, shit, damn it. The 3 words I probably say the most, other than articles. What is my life? Okay, I'm ending this before it gets out of control. It already has.